Hello and welcome to Everyday Reviews, guys, where I review the things that I find interesting. Recently I had a great trip to Sikkim where I covered the West Sikkim particularly, and I stayed in Zostel Pelling. So, if you guys are planning to book the Zostel, and then this video is for you. Please do watch the video till last, where I will show you the rooms, how are the facilities, the food, the kitchen, common area, everything. I'll also tell you how you can reach Zostel in an affordable way, and the pros and cons of Zostel Pelling. Right, so let's move on and let me give you a quick tour of the rooms and the whole property, and then we'll come back and I'll tell you how you can reach there and pros and cons. So let's start. So let me give you a quick room tour, guys. This is our room that we booked. This is a private room, and you can see the blankets, the bed. It's a pretty nice room. You can see the bathroom. You have geyser for the hot water, and there were toiletries, body gel, shampoo. The toothpaste dental kit was missing, which I get it. In hostels you can't expect that. And this is the TV. And now let me show you the view. This is the view, guys. You can see Mount Kanchenjunga very clearly from here. You can sit in your balcony, take a sip of tea, and just soak in the view. Like this is amazing. On a clear day it is totally worth it. This is the view of the property. Here you can see there are camps also that people have put up, and this big hut you see is a common area, and the little hut you see behind on the right side is the kitchen. So you can order your food there and have your stuff, you can eat it while interacting with other people. Now let me give you the tour of the dorms. This is a mixed dorm which has 4 beds. You can see the blankets, the bed, and yeah, it is quite comfortable. You can see the view of the mountains, and there is no heater in the room. In this room, you can see your lockers where you can put your stuff. This is the bathroom. There's geyser here as well. This is the common area, and here you can see the bonfire place. You can uh, do your bonfire, interact with your fellow travelers in the night here. This is the outdoor common area where you can sit, have a cup of tea and eat your food, and also play a lot of games. Now let me show you the property from the balcony. And the white building you are seeing is the main property where you have beds and rooms, and this is the view that you get. You can see people have put up their camps here, and there is a lot of parking space as well, and a lot of sunlight. This is the dining area where if you feel cold outside you can sit here, have your food, you can play your cards with your fellow travelers. There's a TV here as well, and a water container, and this is covered, but you can still feel the winds and the chilliness in the winters here, but it's pretty nice. It's right in front of the kitchen. Alright, so let's talk about how you can reach Zostel Pelling. First, let's talk about how to reach Zostel from Gangtok. So if you are planning to come from Gangtok, then you have to come by either shared taxis or you have to hire a private cab, right? Because there are very less public transport buses, and there is very less information available publicly or online. So we booked a shared taxi which runs at 7 a.m. in the morning from the taxi stand near Devrali in Gangtok, which will come directly to Rinchenpong, where the hostel is located, right? And it will take you about 600 rupees per person. It is a shared cab, so there will be 12 people traveling among you. There will be locals and everything, so that you have to take care of. But it was a very good experience, and the roads are more or less pretty much good, so there is no problem there. But if you want to book a private cab, then that cab will cost you about 5,000 rupees, 4 to 5,000 rupees. And yeah, so that's how you can reach from Gangtok to Rinchenpong. Now, if you are coming directly from IXB Bagdogra, Siliguri airport, then you will have to do a private cab, because there are not many shared taxis that run directly from Bagdogra to Pelling. If you want shared taxis, then you will have to reach Jorthang, which is the major city near Pelling and Rinchenpong, right where the Zostel is. So till there you can find the shared taxis, and from Jorthang you will have to find either direct taxis to Rinchenpong or Kuluk. So that is a bit of a hard thing to find, because most of the shared taxis that go from Jorthang to Rinchenpong run, end at 12 p.m. In the day, right? After that, there are no shared taxis as such. At least this is my experience, and that what I have talked to other people. So you will have to pre-book your shared taxis or cabs while coming to Zostel Rinchenpong. Uh, that said, the Zostel is like more than 1.5 kilometers away from the main Rinchenpong town. So you will have to walk for like 30-40 minutes in order to reach there. And if you have luggage, it is not advisable to walk, because the roads are broken. There are all stones and weak roads. So I will suggest that you ask your taxi driver to drop you directly at the hostel. Even if it takes like 50 or 100 rupees extra, that is totally worth it, right? And so that is a con actually also, because it is a very secluded place, and most of the shared taxis or normal taxis don't go that far. So you will have to give them extra rupees to reach to your location, right? And now let's talk about the pros and cons. I have noted them down in front of me so I don't forget anything. So first pro is like the location. It is secluded. You stay in total silence and good environment, clean air, right? And plus the views are great. You can see Mount Kanchenjunga from the room, or like from the common area, like outside the hostel. So that is a pretty much for the first pro. The second is the beds and the blankets that we got were very very comfortable. The facilities of the room, the overall facilities were very great. The property is new, so that way it is very good. Third is there are TV in common area, and the appliances are working where you can get hot water. And also the host is very very good. She is very helpful, very kind, and the overall support staff is really really good. So that is also a very good plus point. In our case, like, there was a lot of cold at that time, so we asked them to provide us heater. So they did for our private room. So that is a pretty good thing in my opinion. And the overall vibe of the hostel is very good. It's like there are a lot of pet dogs, there is a cat, right? So you can pet them, you can play with them, they go along with you on the hikes, right? And you can just take a walk. There is no traffic, nothing. So in that way the whole vibe is very calm, very relaxing. And in the evening it becomes very cheerful, very joyful when everybody comes together. We have bonfires, and some guys playing guitar, others are playing their Uno and cards and everything. So that is a very very good thing in my opinion. Now let's talk about some cons. The number one con is there is no Wi-Fi. So if you are planning to come here thinking that you will have your vacation, then it is not advisable, because the last Wi-Fi point, or the last point at which there is a Wi-Fi coverage or broadband coverage, is Jorthang, which is like 1 hour away from Rinchenpong. So that thing you have to keep in mind. There is no Wi-Fi here, although the network connectivity is very good. You can get Geo and Airtel networks all throughout your day, so there is no problem as far as cellular network is concerned. But there is no Wi-Fi, guys. And the second thing is electricity. So there the power cuts are very common here, especially in the evenings, and in in the nights. So that is also a con, because you have to keep your batteries charged, your phone, laptops, everything charged if you are planning to go the next day. The third thing is self-service. So everything is self-service here. You have to fill your own water. You have to ask them to clean up your room, even if you have booked your private room, right? So that way, yeah, it's a hostel. You don't expect these things, but still, like, if you are booking a private room, then I think these things you should know beforehand. The fourth is road connectivity. The road in front of Zostel is broken. It is a uphill, and if you are coming on foot with a lot of luggage, then it will be very difficult to reach here, right? Because there are no shared taxis available readily. You have to walk 30 minutes to go to the market. So in that way, it is a bit of a con. And the fourth and the last thing is soundproofing. So our room, although the room was good, but we could hear what is happening in a neighboring room, what is happening on upside, because if any person moves on the top floor, you can hear their footstep in your room, guys. So and that pretty much can disturb your sleep as well. So this is the biggest con that we found. We complained it to the host, but she said it's a new property that they have acquired. They are going to work on it. So let's see. I mean, I thought I should let you know. Now let's talk about what are the places that you can travel from here. So if you have come to Rinchenpong or Pelling, you must have a plan to visit Ravangla, Temi Tea Gardens, Namchi, right? And then also the Orange Garden in Pelling, and whole the Pelling sightseeing tour where you have ruins and bird sanctuary, everything. So if you are staying in Zostel, then you will have to plan it out in 2 days. So for first day, you will be covering Ravangla and Namchi, which will cost you around 4500 in a private taxi. There are only private taxis that you can do. There is no shared taxis and everything. So if you can pool 3-4 people, you can find fellow travelers in Zostel, or you are already in a group of 3 to 4 people, then you can book a private taxis. You can go to the taxi stand in Rinchenpong and ask people, but they will generally tell you about 4 to 4.5k. One tip that I would like to give you guys is don't book from the Zostel, guys, because they will quote you figure around 6,000. At least that is what that we were quoted. And when we went and asked in the local taxi stand, then they tell no, we will only charge you 4.5k. And on the other day, you can go to Pelling. In Pelling, you can cover Orange Gardens, and you can go to Pelling sightseeing, which includes your monastery, the ruins, the bird sanctuary, everything. And this is a whole package. You can talk with your cab that you will be booking, and that will cost you around 3.5 to 4k. So that's how you can travel, and you can come back in the evening and have your dinner. Also, the food prices here are not that expensive. It's reasonable food pricing. I'll post a link of menu card here, and you can see it. That's it. If you like the video, guys, then do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll keep posting more videos like this. Thank you very much. Bye bye.